This map shows the main Moscow airport, Sheremetyevo Airport, symbol SVO, in relation to the Belorussky train station, which is where you'll be taking the train from the Moscow airport. And that distance is 19.2 miles, or about 32 kilometers. And from the Belorussky train station, you see that Red Square, or the city center of Moscow, is pretty close by. So let's look at the next map to show you that from the Belorussky train station to Red Square is only about 2.5 miles. So it's pretty close once you get there. And to get there from the Belorussky train station, let's look at the metro map, and you can see that there are a lot of trains in Moscow. So specifically from the Belorussky train station, you could take the number 5 metro line, which goes in a circle around the center of Moscow, or you can take the number 2 green line that goes right through the middle, or you can take any combination of to get to pretty much any place inside of Moscow. To find the Aeroexpress train in the Moscow airport, just follow the signs, and a good point is you don't have to worry about if you don't have any rubles just entering the country. So don't go exchanging your money at the airport and get a really bad exchange rate, because all over Moscow there's really good exchange rates, places that change your money. So right before you enter the train platform, there are a bunch of electronic ticket machines, and they are really easy to use, and they take credit cards or debit cards also. So they are also in multiple languages. So I chose English and had no problem. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's just a big, sign right there. Ticket was 500 rubles, which was about $7 US dollars. Another option you can take is Aeroexpress has a downloadable app. And so you can download the app and buy the tickets from your smartphone. And it's the same price, 500 rubles one way, and round trip, I believe it's 850 rubles, which is about 12 US dollars. So I think that's a really good price to get into Moscow city center, considering how far it is. I don't know how much it costs by taxi, but it's got to be, I don't know, 30, 40, $50 US probably. Um, and the metros in Moscow are also really cheap, and you can transfer a bunch of times. It's not like a time limit. So they are, I believe, 55 rubles, which is less than $1. So you can really get to pretty much any place in Moscow from the airport for about $8. The Aero Express trains run from the Moscow airport every half an hour, and it takes about 35 minutes to get to the Belorussky train station. I'm not sure what the schedule is in the reverse direction. I imagine it's pretty similar. And so if you can look at the schedule on the Aero Express app, it shows all the times. So they run pretty early and pretty late and all through the day. So the longest you're going to wait is about half an hour. So getting off the train here at Belorussky train station, it's a bit of a maze to kind of get out of here to find the exit, but the safest thing is just follow the people with the luggage if you're not sure, and you'll eventually find your way out. When you get out, as soon as you get out of kind of the last little gate there, the archway or whatever, if you make a left and follow those buildings to your left, there's going to be an entrance to the metro station, which is the green 2 line, which goes through the middle of Moscow. Or if you go to the right down to Leningradsky Street, the big street that goes through there, that would be the entrance to the number 5 line, the brown number 5 line, and that goes in a circle around Moscow. So you're going to need to check where you need to go beforehand and figure out, which trains to take and where to transfer or whatever. Of course, there are plenty of taxis and ride-sharing apps you can use out here also. So if you're already at Belorussky and you're not that far away from your place, you just hop in a cab and go. I've used Uber in Russia without having to, change payment card or anything like that. It worked fine. I believe Get is another ride-sharing app you can use. You see them riding by in yellow taxis with the name Get on them. So I don't know if they're kind of a taxi and maybe a ride-sharing at the same time. So this is what it looks like outside around the Belorussky train station. And you see it's not, you're not stuck in the boondocks someplace. This is pretty much city right here. There's all kinds of restaurants. There's a Kentucky Fried Chicken, a Burger King, I believe a McDonald's. So all the usual stuff you see around big train stations. There's buses and whatever. So there's also a few maps of the metro and also one of those maps that show you where you are and where the metros are in relation to you. So here's one right here, and you'll see behind this sign is to get to the 2 metro station, and in back of me is to get to the number 5 metro station. So that's pretty much all you need to know to get to where you need to go. So that's my video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up and check me out for my newest videos coming up soon. Thanks.